Thank you, Dr. Bishara, for doing this. First things first, the US is still behind its goal of vaccination, as said by President Biden. What is stopping America from achieving this goal?
Well, let me start, Rohit, by saying that we continue to make significant progress on getting more and more people vaccinated every single day. We have more than 202 million people with at least one dose. We have more than 171 million people fully vaccinated in this country. And we're seeing an uptick in vaccinations over the last few weeks. And we're really celebrating that. It's a silver lining that we're seeing with the Delta variant surge. But now we're vaccinating more than 875,000 people every single day, including more than 450,000 people who are getting their very first shot every single day. So more people getting vaccinated every day means more people getting protections, more families protected, and the more protection for our communities.
I have to ask you this. There are still a lot of people on the fence, who do not want to get vaccinated. What do you say to them? We do know that FDA has approved one of the vaccines, as final approval that could be used. So what do you tell people who are still on the fence about getting vaccinated?
Here's what I tell people who still have questions about the vaccine. I have no doubt that there's still a lot of people in this country who have questions, and those are legitimate questions. And we have to make sure that we're getting them facts, we're getting them answers. And I have no doubt, Mohit, that when people get facts and get answers, they will be more inclined to getting vaccinated. That's why it's really important for people to talk to their doctors, to talk to their nurses. These are people who they trusted with their healthcare for decades. And getting those facts from them, getting the answers from them will be, no doubt, will get them to be more inclined to getting vaccinated. So that one-on-one conversation with your doctor is really, really important.
Now, if you could get into some more detail about what else is the White House doing. You've obviously seen, we heard from the president 2 days ago, but what else is the White House doing to basically increase in vaccinations?
Well, we are doing everything we can. We're working with state governments, local governments. We're working with community-based organizations, faith-based organizations to make sure that we continue to have access to the vaccine that's as easy and as convenient. We have now more than 80,000 locations in this country where you can go and get vaccinated. More than 90% of people living in this country are within 5 miles of a vaccination site. So we continue to do everything we can to make access easier and more convenient. We're also working with trusted messengers in our communities to make sure they have the facts, they have the answers to the most common questions, they can fight this misinformation that's out there so that they can engage one-on-one with people and be able to give people facts. And lots of other efforts that are going on right now to get more and more people vaccinated. Mobile clinics, extended hours, pop-up clinics at schools, at community colleges. We're literally doing everything we can to make sure that people are getting vaccinated.
Now, the CDC today came with a new data that said the efficacy of vaccines do go down by 61%. What do you tell people who probably would say that as an excuse for not getting vaccinated?
Well, let me just start by saying very clearly what we know. The facts are we have 3 vaccines in this country that are very safe and very effective at preventing you from getting infected, but most importantly, at preventing you from getting severe consequences of the disease, including hospitalizations and death. You look at the overwhelming majority of hospitalizations in this country, they're amongst those who are unvaccinated. You look at the overwhelming majority of deaths that are related to COVID-19. By far, they are amongst those who are unvaccinated. So the vaccines are doing exactly what they're supposed to do, preventing you from getting the infections, but most importantly, preventing you from getting severe consequences of the disease, including hospitalizations and deaths. Now, look, there's no vaccine that's 100% effective. So we do expect some people who are fully vaccinated to potentially get infected. The numbers are low, they're very low. But even when you get infected, if you're a fully vaccinated person, chances are your infection is going to be either completely asymptomatic or mild symptoms, and you continue to be very well protected against hospitalizations and deaths.
Okay, and one last question I do have for you. There are reports that the president has seen a report about the origins of COVID. Do you have anything to add to that? There are saying the reports are inconclusive at this point in time, where the virus originated. Is there any comment you can give us?
I don't have comment on this particular issue. I think what I can comment on is we are now seeing a rapid rise of a variant that's much more contagious than previous variants, much more contagious than the original virus, a variant that's very opportunist, that's finding those who are unvaccinated, sending a good number of them to the hospitals. Unfortunately, we're seeing deaths starting to go back up again. And we know we have the tools that we need to protect ourselves, protect our communities, protect our families, and that's all starts with getting vaccinated. So if you've been waiting to get vaccinated, waiting to hear some more data, waiting to get some more answers, now is the time to get vaccinated. We know we can put this pandemic behind us, and it starts with people getting vaccinated.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bashara, for doing this. Stay safe, and we hope to talk to you soon again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mohit.
हमने की गलती फिर एक बार, कोरोना ने किया दोबारा प्रहार। मास्क, 2 गज दूरी, करें अपनी सुरक्षा खुद। कोरोना टीका हम सबको लगाना है, मिलकर साथ समझदारी से कोरोना को हराना है।